Stop scrolling. Right now, you're standing in the middle of your potential, and most people never even get close. Why? Because confidence isn't just a feeling, it's a skill, and if you don't train it, you'll keep leaving success on the table. But what if I told you there are 5 skills you can master today that instantly make you more confident, more magnetic, and more unstoppable without faking it? Here's the truth most people don't want to hear. Confidence isn't born, it's built. And success doesn't come to the timid. So let's break it down. Self-awareness is one of the most underrated skills when it comes to building real confidence and achieving lasting success. Most people confuse confidence with charisma, looks, or even luck, but true confidence comes from knowing exactly who you are, what you stand for, and how you operate in the world. It's the kind of clarity that makes you feel grounded no matter what life throws at you. Think about it. How many times have you found yourself reacting impulsively to situations, feeling frustrated, or doubting yourself? In almost every case, it's because you weren't fully aware of what was driving your thoughts, feelings, or actions in that moment. When you cultivate self-awareness, you gain the ability to pause, understand, and consciously choose your response rather than simply being swept along by habit, emotion, or outside pressure. This isn't a soft, abstract idea. It's the foundation for every meaningful skill you want to develop, from communication to leadership to resilience. The first step in building self-awareness is understanding your strengths. Too often, people are blind to their own capabilities, either underestimating themselves or overcompensating for perceived weaknesses. Identifying what you're truly good at isn't about arrogance, it's about clarity. When you know your strengths, you can leverage them in every interaction, every decision, and every opportunity that comes your way. It's like having a personal map of your power zones. Knowing your strengths also allows you to stop comparing yourself to others, which is one of the fastest ways to erode confidence. Instead of envying someone else's skills or life, you can focus on amplifying your own, making progress in areas that matter, and building a life that's authentically yours. Equally important is recognizing your weaknesses. This is where self-awareness requires courage, because it means being honest about the areas where you struggle without judging yourself. When you are clear on your weaknesses, you stop repeating the same mistakes unconsciously. You also create an opportunity to grow strategically, focusing on improvement where it counts most, rather than trying to become flawless at everything. Weaknesses aren't failures, they are signals, guides, and often your fastest route to self-mastery if approached with curiosity rather than shame. Understanding your weaknesses also allows you to delegate, collaborate, or seek support intelligently, which is a subtle but powerful confidence multiplier. People who think they need to do everything themselves often burn out, second-guess themselves, and come across as insecure, while those who understand their limits exude calm authority. Another critical element of self-awareness is understanding your emotional triggers. Every human experiences reactions that are automatic: anger, frustration, self-doubt, or anxiety. When these reactions occur unconsciously, they can sabotage relationships, decisions, and opportunities. Self-awareness teaches you to notice these triggers in real time, giving you the chance to respond intentionally rather than react impulsively. Imagine being in a heated conversation and noticing the exact moment your stomach tightens or your voice rises. That pause, that awareness, gives you control. You can choose to breathe, articulate clearly, or disengage strategically, which is far more empowering than letting emotions dictate outcomes. People respect those who respond thoughtfully, and you gain the confidence that comes from knowing you are in command of yourself. Self-awareness also requires understanding your values, priorities, and personal vision. Confidence is fragile when you live according to external expectations, trying to fit someone else's mold. The moment you understand what truly matters to you, what you will and won't compromise on, you stop seeking approval in ways that undermine your sense of self. You make decisions from a place of alignment rather than fear or insecurity. This clarity naturally attracts the right opportunities, people, and circumstances because your actions become consistent, intentional, and magnetic. Others sense when someone is grounded in their identity, and it creates a kind of unshakable presence that few skills alone can replicate. Developing self-awareness is a practice, not a destination. It requires reflection, honest feedback, journaling, and mindfulness. It requires stopping for a moment in the rush of daily life to ask yourself, why am I thinking this? Why am I feeling this? What do I really want here? Over time, this habit rewires the brain, making it second nature to act from understanding rather than reaction. The people who are most confident, successful, and respected are almost always those who know themselves deeply. They aren't flawless, they just understand themselves so well that their flaws, emotions, and strengths all work in their favor. Self-awareness gives you the ultimate freedom, the freedom to act with clarity, the freedom to trust yourself, and the freedom to pursue life on your own terms. Communication is often mistaken for simply talking or being persuasive, but the truth is, it's the bridge between your inner confidence and the outer world. Without the ability to communicate effectively, even the most capable, talented, and intelligent person can remain unnoticed, misunderstood, or undervalued. Communication is not just about words, it's about presence, clarity, timing, and the subtle signals we send with our body language and tone of voice. Every interaction you have, whether with a friend, a colleague, a potential client, or a stranger, carries the opportunity to influence, connect, and leave a lasting impression. When you master this skill, you don't just convey ideas, you inspire trust, respect, and action, and that's the difference between someone who survives and someone who thrives. The first element of communication is clarity. People often assume others will automatically understand what they mean, but miscommunication is one of the biggest causes of frustration, conflict, and missed opportunities. Clarity requires more than choosing the right words. It requires knowing your audience, framing your ideas logically, and delivering your message in a way that is simple but impactful. It's not about sounding smart or fancy. It's about being understood and creating alignment. When you speak with clarity, people listen differently because they don't have to guess what you want or what you believe. Your confidence becomes contagious because your words carry intention, and intention is magnetic. Listening, however, is just as important as speaking. Most people listen with the goal of replying, not understanding. True communication happens when you listen fully, not just to the words, but to the emotions, context, and subtext behind them. Active listening signals that you value the other person, that you're present, and that you're not operating from ego. This opens doors in both personal and professional relationships because people naturally gravitate toward those who make them feel heard. When you combine clarity in speaking with depth in listening, you create a dynamic where conversation flows effortlessly, trust is built naturally, and influence grows without force. People feel safe, understood, and inspired by your presence, and that is the essence of communication mastery. Tone and body language are equally critical in communication. Words are only part of the story. How you say them often matters more than what you say. A confident tone, steady eye contact, and open posture convey authority and credibility, while fidgeting, avoiding gaze, or speaking hesitantly undermines even the strongest ideas. Small adjustments in body language, like leaning slightly forward, gesturing naturally, and speaking with varied pacing, can dramatically enhance how your words are received. This is why people often feel charmed or inspired by someone even before they fully process the words. The skill lies in aligning your internal confidence with your external presentation, so that everything about you communicates clarity, strength, and authenticity simultaneously. Another crucial aspect of communication is emotional intelligence. This is the ability to sense the mood, needs, and perspectives of others and adapt your communication accordingly. It's not manipulation, it's empathy applied effectively. Understanding what motivates someone, what they fear, or what they value allows you to frame your ideas in ways that resonate deeply. This skill is what makes leaders inspiring, negotiators successful, and influencers magnetic. It transforms communication from a one-way delivery of information into a relational exchange that builds connection and trust. Finally, practice and reflection are indispensable. Communication is a skill, which means it improves with repetition, feedback, and conscious refinement. Journaling, recording yourself, role-playing, and observing others who communicate effectively are all ways to sharpen your abilities. Confidence in communication doesn't come from memorizing scripts. It comes from knowing your ideas, understanding your audience, and trusting yourself to navigate conversations naturally. Over time, your communication becomes second nature. You speak, listen, and connect effortlessly. This doesn't just make you more persuasive or successful, it fundamentally changes the way people experience you. They see you as someone competent, reliable, and magnetic, and they respond accordingly. Mastering communication is more than a career advantage. It's a life advantage. It shapes relationships, opens doors, diffuses conflicts, and allows you to express your vision without hesitation or apology. It is the language of influence, trust, and connection, and it is one of the fastest ways to translate internal confidence into real-world success. Those who excel at communication don't wait for opportunities to come. They create them because people naturally want to follow, collaborate, and engage with someone who speaks clearly, listens deeply, and moves through the world with intention and presence. Emotional resilience is the skill that determines how you respond when life doesn't go according to plan. Most people confuse confidence with being carefree or never feeling stress, but the reality is that everyone faces setbacks, criticism, and unexpected challenges. The difference between those who succeed and those who struggle isn't luck or natural talent, it's resilience. Emotional resilience is the ability to stay grounded, composed, and forward-moving even when circumstances push you off balance. It's not about avoiding pain, discomfort, or failure. It's about learning to absorb it, process it, and emerge stronger. When you cultivate resilience, you stop being a reactive participant in your life and start being an active designer of your own outcomes. It is the inner armor that allows confidence to shine through, regardless of what's happening around you. The first step in building resilience is acknowledging your emotions honestly. Many people try to suppress frustration, sadness, or disappointment, thinking that ignoring feelings will make them go away or make them appear strong. In reality, burying emotions only makes them grow louder, spilling over in ways that undermine your confidence and relationships. Emotional resilience begins with acceptance, noticing what you feel, naming it, and understanding why it arises. This awareness allows you to step back from the intensity of the moment and gain perspective, instead of being controlled by impulses or reactions. When you recognize that emotions are data, not directives, you can respond strategically rather than reactively, and that distinction is what separates truly confident people from those who are constantly at the mercy of external circumstances. Another key aspect of resilience is reframing challenges. Life is going to test you, often in ways that feel unfair or overwhelming. The difference lies in the story you tell yourself about those challenges. Resilient people train themselves to see setbacks as lessons and obstacles as opportunities. A failed project isn't proof of inadequacy, it's feedback that guides the next attempt. Criticism isn't an attack on your character, it's information you can use to grow. When you consciously shift perspective, your stress decreases, your focus sharpens, and your confidence deepens because you understand that failure is not final, it's a step. This mindset doesn't just help you survive difficulties, it turns adversity into a catalyst for growth, skill development, and self-discovery. Resilience also requires cultivating patience and long-term perspective. Immediate results rarely reflect your potential, and instant validation is a trap that erodes inner confidence. Life often demands persistence, consistency, and the ability to keep moving even when progress seems invisible. Developing resilience means training yourself to withstand temporary discomfort, maintain effort despite frustration, and stay committed to goals even when results are delayed. People who lack this skill give up too soon, second-guess themselves, or get emotionally hijacked by minor setbacks. Those who are resilient, however, can weather storms and maintain composure, which projects strength and reliability to everyone around them. Support systems and boundaries play a role in emotional resilience as well. Resilient individuals know that strength is not isolation. They seek feedback, mentorship, and constructive perspectives that help them navigate challenges more effectively. They also recognize when certain influences are toxic and protect their energy accordingly. Emotional resilience isn't about facing life alone. It's about knowing when to lean in and when to step back. And this balance allows you to stay centered, grounded, and confident even in difficult situations. Finally, resilience is strengthened by reflection and adaptation. After facing difficulties, resilient people take time to review what happened, identify lessons, and adjust strategies for the future. This proactive approach transforms obstacles into growth opportunities and reinforces self-trust. Each time you navigate a challenge with resilience, you reinforce the belief that you are capable, competent, and unshakable. You develop a confidence that is not superficial or situational, but deep-rooted and reliable. Over time, setbacks stop feeling like threats and start feeling like steps along a path that you are fully equipped to walk, no matter how rough the terrain. Emotional resilience is not about being unaffected by life. It's about being unaffected by defeat. It's the quiet strength that allows you to maintain clarity, focus, and composure, and to turn every challenge into a chance to prove to yourself how capable you are. It is the skill that ensures confidence is lasting and success is sustainable, because it is built on the unshakable belief that no matter what happens, you can handle it, recover, and continue moving forward. Decision-making ability is one of the most powerful skills that directly impacts confidence and success. Many people underestimate how crucial this skill is because they confuse thinking with deciding. Thinking is easy, deciding is hard. Decisions carry consequences, responsibility, and the possibility of failure, which is why most people procrastinate, overanalyze, or avoid them altogether. Yet the truth is, confidence isn't about knowing everything. It's about being willing to act with the information you have and trust yourself to navigate the outcome. Every decision you make, no matter how small, shapes your trajectory, your credibility, and your sense of self. Developing the ability to make decisions decisively is not about being reckless. It's about building clarity, courage, and consistency so that your actions align with your goals and values. The first step in developing decision-making ability is cultivating clarity about your priorities and goals. People often struggle with choices because they don't know what truly matters to them. When your values, vision, and objectives are clear, every decision becomes a test of alignment. Does this action move me closer to what I want, or does it take me away? This clarity removes hesitation, second-guessing, and the mental noise that so often paralyzes people. Decisive individuals are not impulsive. They are intentional. They weigh their options quickly, filter through irrelevant distractions, and focus on what actually drives progress. The confidence that comes from knowing your why transforms decision-making from a source of stress into a source of power. Another key aspect is trusting your intuition while balancing it with rational thinking. Many people struggle because they either over-rely on gut feeling without evidence or overthink every option, drowning in analysis paralysis. Emotional intelligence and self-awareness are essential here because they allow you to recognize your biases, understand your strengths, and weigh the consequences intelligently. Decision-making is a skill where intuition and logic must meet. Your instinct tells you what feels right, your experience tells you what works, and your analysis ensures you minimize unnecessary risks. The more decisions you make consciously, the sharper both your intuition and judgment become, and confidence naturally grows because you know you can handle uncertainty. Action is the cornerstone of decision-making. Knowledge without action is wasted potential. The difference between someone who dreams and someone who achieves is that the achiever decides and acts even when the outcome is uncertain. Making decisions quickly doesn't mean you ignore responsibility. It means you understand that indecision has a cost. Every moment spent hesitating is an opportunity lost. People respect those who act decisively because it signals competence, leadership, and reliability. By consistently making choices and accepting the outcomes, you build a track record of trust in yourself. And that trust compounds into a sense of internal authority that nothing external can shake. Resilience also intersects with decision-making. Not every choice will be perfect, and failure is inevitable, but a skilled decision-maker views mistakes as feedback rather than defeat. This mindset prevents fear from sabotaging future decisions and reinforces confidence because you understand that no single outcome defines your capability. Learning from the results of your choices, adjusting strategies, and moving forward without regret strengthens both your skill and your self-assurance. The more decisions you navigate, the more you internalize the truth that you are capable of handling complexity, ambiguity, and consequence. Another important element is embracing accountability. Decisive people own their choices. They don't blame circumstances, others, or luck for outcomes, and that ownership generates respect, credibility, and self-respect. Accountability means taking responsibility for both success and failure, and it naturally builds confidence because it roots your identity in your actions rather than in external validation. Every decision, even a small one, becomes a reflection of your integrity and your ability to manage life proactively rather than reactively. Decision-making ability is more than a skill for work or business, it is a life skill. It shapes your relationships, your career, your personal growth, and even your happiness. When you make decisions with clarity, trust, courage, and accountability, you stop being a passive observer of life and start being its architect. You stop waiting for perfect conditions or permission to act because you understand that confidence grows when action meets reflection. Your life becomes a series of intentional steps, each decision reinforcing the belief that you are capable, competent, and in control. The mastery of decision-making creates momentum, and momentum is the engine that transforms confidence into tangible success. If you're finding this useful, hit that follow button right now, because I'm about to show you the 2 skills that can completely transform your life, and you do not want to miss them. Personal presence is one of those skills that can't be faked, yet it is often misunderstood as simply looking confident or dressing well. True personal presence is an energy you carry into a room, a sense of alignment between who you are on the inside and how you project yourself to the outside world. It's the subtle combination of body language, tone, energy, and authenticity that makes people pay attention, listen, and trust you. You can have all the knowledge, intelligence, and experience in the world, but if you don't show up with presence, people may not notice, believe in, or follow you. Personal presence is the bridge between your internal confidence and the external impact you create, and it is a skill that can be cultivated deliberately and intentionally over time. The first element of personal presence is body language. Most people underestimate the power of posture, gestures, and movement, yet these nonverbal cues communicate far more than words ever could. Standing tall, keeping your shoulders back, and maintaining open gestures signals confidence and authority, while slouching, crossing your arms, or avoiding eye contact communicates insecurity or hesitation. Subtle shifts, like leaning slightly forward when speaking, nodding to show engagement, or using purposeful hand movements, can make a conversation feel alive and compelling. Personal presence is not about exaggeration or theatricality, it's about embodying confidence so fully that it becomes natural and magnetic. The way you occupy space sends a silent message to everyone around you about how capable, composed, and trustworthy you are. Tone of voice is another critical component. People often focus on what they say, but how you say it is just as important. A steady, calm, and deliberate tone conveys authority, while variation in pitch, rhythm, and emphasis keeps people engaged and shows authenticity. Speaking too softly, too quickly, or with uncertainty undermines even the most insightful words. Presence comes from combining clarity of thought with the right vocal energy, ensuring that your words land with impact. Over time, as you align your voice with your confidence, you create a sense of authority and calm assurance that draws people to you naturally, making interactions smoother and more influential. Emotional energy is a subtler but equally important aspect of personal presence. People unconsciously sense energy levels and emotional states, which means your mood, focus, and inner alignment affect how others perceive you. High presence is not about forcing positivity or suppressing emotions. It's about grounding yourself so that your energy is balanced, confident, and intentional. When you manage your emotional state effectively, you project stability and control, which is magnetic in any social or professional setting. This is why people are drawn to some individuals without knowing exactly why. They feel the confidence and authenticity radiating from them, and it invites trust and engagement. Authenticity is the backbone of personal presence. Presence is meaningless if it's artificial, because people can sense when someone is performing or hiding behind a mask. True personal presence emerges when your internal confidence matches the external cues you project. This requires self-awareness, self-acceptance, and the courage to show up as yourself without needing approval. When you are authentic, your interactions feel natural, your influence becomes effortless, and people are more likely to respond positively because they sense integrity and alignment. Personal presence is not about being liked by everyone. It's about being respected, noticed, and trusted because your inner state matches your outward expression. Practicing personal presence involves mindfulness and consistent reflection. Observing how you move, speak, and carry yourself, and making small, intentional adjustments over time strengthens this skill exponentially. Feedback from others, video recordings, and conscious rehearsal in everyday interactions can sharpen the subtle cues that create presence. Unlike some skills that are purely cognitive, Presence is holistic. It blends body, mind, and emotion, which is why it has such a profound impact on confidence, relationships, and influence. Personal presence amplifies every other skill you develop. Your communication becomes more compelling, your resilience becomes more visible, your decisions are received with more weight, and your self-confidence becomes unmistakable. People respond differently to someone with presence because it signals competence, calm authority, and authenticity without needing to announce it. Mastering personal presence is about creating an energetic footprint that naturally draws attention and respect, allowing your actions, ideas, and character to resonate powerfully. Continuous learning is one of the most powerful yet overlooked skills when it comes to building real confidence and long-term success. Most people assume that education stops at school, that mastering a trade or reaching a certain level in their career is enough. But the truth is, the world doesn't wait, and neither does opportunity. Confidence that isn't backed by growth eventually stagnates, and success that doesn't evolve eventually fades. Continuous learning is the habit of consistently seeking knowledge, refining skills, and embracing curiosity, no matter your age, experience, or status. It's not about knowing everything or trying to impress others. It's about expanding your capacity to handle life's challenges, adapt to change, and make decisions from a place of informed confidence. The more you commit to growth, the more empowered you become, because knowledge fuels clarity, and clarity fuels action. The first step in continuous learning is cultivating curiosity. Curiosity is the driving force that pushes you to explore new ideas, challenge assumptions, and see the world from different perspectives. Without curiosity, learning becomes rote and lifeless. With it, every interaction, every book, and every experience becomes a chance to grow. Curious people don't just passively absorb information, they actively seek it out, question it, and apply it in meaningful ways. Curiosity transforms challenges into opportunities because you start asking, "What can I learn from this?" rather than reacting with frustration or fear. It allows you to approach life with an open mind, ready to adapt, evolve, and refine yourself continuously. Another critical element of learning is embracing feedback. Many people resist feedback because it's uncomfortable, but avoiding it is one of the fastest ways to stall growth. Constructive criticism isn't a reflection of your worth, it's a roadmap to improvement. Seeking and accepting feedback requires humility, self-awareness, and courage, all of which reinforce confidence rather than diminish it. Every time you take feedback, reflect on it, and integrate it into your actions, you prove to yourself that you are capable of growth and that your potential is not fixed. Over time, this creates a mindset where challenges and setbacks no longer intimidate you. They become tools for learning, skill development, and mastery. Reading, observation, and experience are also essential components of continuous learning. Knowledge comes in many forms, and learning is most effective when it's applied. Reading exposes you to new ideas, frameworks, and perspectives. Observation allows you to understand how others succeed or fail and extract lessons without making every mistake yourself. Experience is the ultimate teacher because it tests your knowledge in the real world, forcing you to adapt, problem solve, and make decisions under pressure. The combination of theory, observation, and application ensures that learning is deep, practical, and directly tied to results. People who embrace this combination consistently evolve, while those who rely on past achievements quickly fall behind. Consistency is another hallmark of effective learning. Growth doesn't happen in bursts or when convenient. It happens through daily habits, intentional practice, and repeated reflection. Setting aside time each day, week, or month to read, study, practice skills, or reflect on experiences compounds over time. Even small increments of focused effort, when applied consistently, result in exponential improvement. Those who treat learning as a lifelong habit are the ones who remain adaptable, relevant, and influential, regardless of changes in industry, technology, or personal circumstances. Confidence grows naturally when you know you are actively improving and keeping pace with the world around you. A critical part of continuous learning is applying what you learn in real life. Knowledge without action is wasted potential, and learning becomes transformative only when it leads to behavioral change. Applying new skills, experimenting with ideas, and iterating based on results creates a cycle of growth that reinforces competence and self-trust. Each time you take a concept from theory to practice, you strengthen not only your skill set, but your belief in your ability to adapt, solve problems, and thrive. Continuous learning, therefore, is both proactive and dynamic. It's about moving forward, embracing challenge, and refusing to remain stagnant. Continuous learning also cultivates resilience and confidence. When you know you can adapt, acquire new skills, and handle unexpected challenges, fear diminishes. Change becomes an opportunity rather than a threat. By committing to growth, you not only increase your competence, but also build a mindset that welcomes the unknown with curiosity and preparedness. Over time, this creates a deep sense of security in your abilities and a natural magnetism that draws opportunities and respect toward you. Relationship building is one of the most transformative skills for confidence and success, yet it is often misunderstood as simply networking or being friendly. True relationship building is the ability to create authentic, meaningful connections that foster trust, mutual respect, and influence. It is the skill that allows you to navigate personal and professional environments with ease, create opportunities, and surround yourself with people who support, challenge, and elevate you. Confidence without strong relationships is fragile because success is rarely achieved alone. Those who master relationship building understand that the quality of the connections they cultivate directly impacts their ability to grow, influence, and achieve goals, and they treat every interaction as an opportunity to strengthen bonds and create alignment with others. The first element of relationship building is empathy. Empathy is the ability to understand, feel, and appreciate the perspectives, emotions, and needs of others. It goes beyond sympathy or politeness. It is an active effort to truly comprehend what drives the people around you. When you listen with the intent to understand rather than to respond, you communicate that you value the other person, which naturally fosters trust and connection. Empathy allows you to anticipate reactions, respond thoughtfully, and build rapport quickly. People instinctively gravitate toward those who make them feel heard and understood, and this becomes a powerful foundation for any meaningful relationship. Active listening is another critical component. Most people listen while planning their reply or waiting for their turn to speak, which creates surface-level interactions that lack depth. Active listening requires focus, patience, and presence. It involves observing not just words, but tone, body language, and emotion, and reflecting understanding back to the speaker. When you master this, people feel validated, respected, and safe sharing their thoughts with you. Active listening strengthens trust, reduces miscommunication, and signals confidence because it demonstrates that you are secure enough in yourself to focus entirely on the other person. Strong relationships are built on this level of attentiveness and care. Another vital aspect of relationship building is authenticity. Connections built on pretense or manipulation are fragile and often short-lived. Authenticity means showing up as your true self, expressing your opinions honestly, and engaging with integrity. It requires vulnerability because it involves being open about who you are, what you value, and even what you don't know. When you are authentic, people sense it immediately, and it creates a sense of trust that is difficult to achieve otherwise. Authentic relationships allow for deeper collaboration, mutual support, and influence because both parties know that interactions are real and intentions are clear. Communication skills also intersect directly with relationship building. The way you articulate ideas, ask questions, and respond in conversation significantly impacts how others perceive you. Effective communicators balance clarity with empathy, assertiveness with openness, and listening with contribution. When you communicate well, you avoid misunderstandings, foster alignment, and create a sense of reliability and competence. People are naturally drawn to individuals who can convey their thoughts clearly while remaining considerate of others' perspectives, and this creates a strong network of connections that can support growth and opportunity. Consistency and reliability are also key to relationship building. Trust is not built overnight. It is reinforced through repeated actions that demonstrate integrity, accountability, and support. Following through on commitments, showing up on time, and being dependable signals to others that you are someone who can be relied upon. This reliability is a silent form of confidence because it communicates that you are grounded and capable of managing responsibilities and interactions without constant reassurance or oversight. Strong relationships thrive when people know they can count on you consistently. Another essential element is generosity and reciprocity. Relationships flourish when both parties benefit and contribute to each other's growth and success. Offering support, guidance, or resources without expecting immediate return establishes goodwill and creates a network of people willing to support you when needed. Relationship building is not transactional, it is relational, which means investing in others authentically while maintaining boundaries and respect. People are naturally attracted to those who add value, show care, and create opportunities for mutual advancement. Conflict management and emotional intelligence further strengthen relationships. Disagreements are inevitable, but the ability to navigate them thoughtfully without damaging trust is a hallmark of mastery. Resilient relationships require patience, understanding, and the ability to see multiple perspectives. When you manage conflict well, you reinforce trust, respect, and your own credibility because people recognize your capacity to remain composed and constructive under pressure. Relationship building is a multiplier for all other skills because it enhances communication, decision-making, learning, and resilience. Strong relationships create opportunities, provide feedback, and amplify your influence in ways that solitary effort cannot. Those who excel at this skill do not just survive in life, they thrive because they are surrounded by a network of people who believe in them, challenge them, and help them grow. It is the skill that transforms confidence from an internal trait into a tangible force in the world. Goal alignment and discipline is the skill that separates those who dream from those who achieve, and it is one of the most essential drivers of real confidence and lasting success. Many people set goals, but they never achieve them because their actions are inconsistent, their focus is scattered, or their priorities are misaligned. Goal alignment is about ensuring that every decision, every habit, and every effort is connected to the outcomes you truly want. Discipline is what turns that alignment into action day after day, even when motivation wanes or distractions tempt you to stray. Confidence and success are rarely the result of luck. They are the product of intentional, persistent effort toward clearly defined objectives. When you master this skill, you stop drifting through life and start steering it with purpose, control, and clarity. The first step in mastering goal alignment is clarity about what you truly want. Many people pursue goals imposed by others, influenced by social pressure, or driven by fleeting desires, and when this happens, effort feels forced and confidence falters. Alignment requires deep self-awareness and honesty about your values, priorities, and vision for your life. When your goals are aligned with who you are at your core, every step toward them feels purposeful, and obstacles no longer feel paralyzing because you know why you are moving forward. Clarity creates a strong internal compass, which allows you to make decisions quickly, act consistently, and maintain focus even in the face of distractions or uncertainty. Discipline is the second pillar of this skill. Motivation alone is unreliable because it fluctuates depending on your mood, energy, or circumstances. Discipline, on the other hand, is a commitment to take action regardless of how you feel in the moment. It is the daily practice of showing up, executing your plan, and pushing through discomfort or resistance. Discipline builds confidence because every time you follow through on a task, no matter how small, you reinforce trust in yourself. This trust compounds over time, creating a sense of inner authority and momentum that is unshakable. When you are disciplined, you do not need to rely on external validation or fleeting inspiration because your actions are guided by consistency and intentionality. Another critical element is prioritization. Not every task, opportunity, or request deserves your attention, and wasting energy on low-value activities erodes both progress and confidence. Goal alignment requires the ability to distinguish between what truly matters and what is merely urgent or distracting. By focusing on high-impact actions that move you closer to your objectives, you create tangible progress that reinforces self-belief and competence. This clarity in action also reduces stress and decision fatigue because you are not constantly debating where to invest your energy. Your goals guide you and your discipline executes. Adaptability also plays a role in effective goal alignment and discipline. Life is unpredictable, and setbacks, failures, or changing circumstances can challenge even the most well-structured plans. Resilient discipline is not rigid. It allows you to adjust strategies, pivot when necessary, and maintain momentum without losing sight of your objectives. This flexibility enhances confidence because it ensures that temporary obstacles do not derail long-term progress. The combination of persistence and adaptability creates a powerful sense of control over your life, which is the foundation of authentic success. Tracking progress and reflecting regularly is essential for maintaining alignment and discipline. Regularly reviewing your actions, evaluating results, and adjusting your approach ensures that effort remains targeted and effective. It also provides concrete evidence of your growth, which fuels confidence, motivation, and focus. Without reflection, discipline can become mechanical, and goals can drift out of alignment with your evolving priorities. By integrating reflection into your routine, you maintain clarity, improve decision-making, and reinforce the habit of consistent action toward meaningful objectives. Consistency over time is the ultimate multiplier. Small, disciplined actions, compounded daily, lead to exponential results, and each step forward strengthens your self-trust and reinforces the belief that you can achieve whatever you commit to. Goal alignment and discipline transform confidence from a feeling into a measurable reality because it is built on repeated success and deliberate progress. This skill ensures that your ambitions are not just ideas in your mind, but realities you create through sustained effort and focus. When goal alignment and discipline are mastered, they affect every area of life. Decisions become easier, time is spent more effectively, and self-belief becomes unshakable because you are consistently proving to yourself that you can take control of your life and deliver results. Confidence and success become inevitable outcomes because your actions are purposeful, intentional, and relentless, creating momentum that propels you forward no matter what challenges arise. So here's the truth. Confidence and success are not accidents, and they're not gifts reserved for a lucky few. They are the result of deliberate action, consistent practice, and the mastery of key skills that anyone can develop. When you cultivate self-awareness, you stop doubting yourself and start owning who you are. When you communicate effectively, you connect deeply and influence effortlessly. When you build emotional resilience, setbacks become stepping stones instead of obstacles. When you make decisions with clarity and courage, you take control of your life instead of letting it control you. When you show up with personal presence, people notice, trust, and follow you. When you commit to continuous learning, you stay ahead, adaptable, and unstoppable. When you invest in relationships, doors open you didn't even know existed. And when your goals are aligned with disciplined action, your vision becomes reality instead of a wish. Master these skills and everything changes, not because the world owes you anything, but because you walk through life with intention, authority, and clarity. Confidence isn't a mask you wear, it's a reflection of the person you are becoming through action, practice, and courage. Success isn't luck, it's the natural outcome of habits, choices, and mastery. The only thing left to do is to start. Start small, start today, and start consistently. Every choice you make, every conversation you engage in, every challenge you face is a chance to strengthen these skills. The people who achieve real confidence and lasting success are not smarter, luckier, or more talented than you. They are simply the ones who decided to show up, grow, and act intentionally day after day. Your life, your success, and your confidence are waiting. The skills are here. The opportunity is here. The only question is, are you ready to step into the person you were capable of becoming all along?